What's up, Guardians of Dominion? Zeus here, and today we're diving into one of the biggest questions every player's asking: what are the best teams in Hero Wars for 2025? The meta has shifted, new heroes have changed the balance, and a few unexpected combinations are now dominating the battlefield. Stay with me, because some of these lineups might completely redefine how you build your teams this year. We're entering the final quarter of 2025, and that means it's the perfect moment to revisit the strongest teams in Hero Wars and highlight those that truly dominate the current meta. Let's begin with one of my favorite and most recent lineups, the very same team I used in the latest Brawls, which also proved to be the most effective formation in the Cascade event. This setup features Krista with either Chorus or Biscuit as her pet, Nebula paired with Cain, Cascade with Merlin, Orion supported by Axel, and Helios with either Biscuit or Chorus depending on who you assign to Krista. For the team pet, I recommend Chorus to keep your formation safe from control effects such as Lara Croft's stuns. What makes this team special is how consistently it performs against nearly all current meta setups. It can tear through formations built around Lyria and dominate any lineup that doesn't include Isaac. The battles are fast, decisive, and packed with powerful combos that make this team incredibly satisfying to watch in action. There's also a subtle but important detail worth understanding: Cascade's pet synergy changes the rhythm of battle. When Cascade is paired with Merlin, he activates his tidal wave skill more frequently, increasing pressure on the enemy. However, if you choose a different pet for Cascade, he begins to sync with Nebula's equilibrium, leading to a single, devastating burst of damage from tidal wave instead of multiple smaller activations. Both setups are strong, and you can test them in different situations to see which one fits your playstyle better: rapid control through constant skill activations or strategic heavy-hitting bursts that break enemy defenses. Now, while this team is an incredible offensive weapon, it's not ideal for defense. The main reason is its vulnerability to Isaac. Since Isaac is one of the most common heroes, this team can be countered relatively easily when placed on defense. Almost every experienced player has Isaac in their lineup, so it's best to keep this formation for attacking rather than defending. In short, this Cascade-centered team is one of the fastest and most destructive offensive setups you can build right now, capable of sweeping through most enemy lines with precision, as long as you stay clear of Isaac-based teams. The second team I consider among the absolute best right now features a powerful and well-balanced lineup: Galahad with Oliver, Lyria with Biscuit, Tristan with Fenris, Sebastian with Albus, and Lara Croft with Mara. For the team pet, you can go with either Chorus or Axel, both have their strengths depending on what you're facing. Chorus is especially valuable when the enemy lineup relies heavily on negative effects, as he provides strong protection and control resistance for your heroes. Axel, on the other hand, is generally better for overall durability, spreading incoming damage across the team and helping your heroes recover energy faster through longer engagements. This formation has been consistently effective ever since Lyria joined the game. She brings unique flexibility and synergy to the group, especially when paired with heroes who can take advantage of her sustained healing and energy flow. The team's core, Galahad, Lyria, Tristan, Sebastian, and Lara Croft, forms a stable foundation that works extremely well both offensively and defensively. However, one of the biggest strengths of this lineup is its versatility. You can easily adapt it to your available heroes or to counter specific opponents. For example, replacing Lara Croft with Ishmael, Kayla, Jew, or Kira can completely change the battle rhythm while maintaining the team's balance. Each of these marksmen brings a different kind of aggression: Ishmael with his burst potential, Kayla with her deadly chain attacks, Jew with unstoppable late fight damage, and Kira with her devastating area of effect strikes. Recently, I even tested this setup with Daredevil, and the results were impressive. Her explosive damage combined surprisingly well with Lyria's support and Sebastian's amplification, creating a fast-paced offensive synergy that's difficult to stop once it gains momentum. Unlike the previous team that shines more in attack, this one also performs exceptionally well in defense. It's tough to counter because not many players have the right tools or hero combinations to break through it. The mix of sustain, control, and high burst damage makes it a nightmare for unprepared opponents. Simply put, this team doesn't need much of an introduction. It's already one of the most popular and reliable lineups in Hero Wars, and for good reason. It delivers power, consistency, and adaptability, all in one package. The third team I consider among the strongest in 2025 features a unique but powerful setup: Lyria taking the front line as the tank, Ishmael with Fenris, Sebastian with Albus, Lara Croft with Mara, and Aiden with either Merlin or Chorus. This particular lineup is just one of several highly effective variations built around the same core concept, blending durability, healing, and overwhelming offensive pressure. One of the reasons this composition stands out is its flexibility. You can easily adjust it to fit different battle situations or available heroes. For example, replacing Ishmael with Kira gives the team faster execution and stronger burst potential. Swapping Aiden for Fafnir or Nebula boosts the team's total damage output, helping your main damage dealers reach their full potential more quickly. Alternatively, you can include Hus instead of Aiden, a choice that shifts the team's focus towards sustain rather than raw power. Hus brings additional healing to the entire team, keeping everyone alive longer and giving heroes like Ishmael and Lara Croft the time they need to unleash their full potential. It's a great variation for players who prefer a balanced, endurance-based approach over pure offense. There's also the option to use Helios in place of Aiden, especially when countering Galahad-Lyria teams. His reflect damage can punish physical attackers that rely on critical hits, turning the tide against some of the most common setups in the current meta. The reason I highlight the Ishmael version first is because of how dominant it has been in Area of Conquest. Once Ishmael becomes fully energized, stopping him is nearly impossible. His sustained critical hits can cut through even the toughest defensive lines, making him one of the deadliest late-fight heroes in the game. The Kira variation, on the other hand, offers a more explosive and faster playstyle, ideal for players who prefer to win battles quickly through overwhelming damage. Lyria's role as the tank is another crucial part of this team's success. Her regenerative abilities, combined with Aiden's shield and support, turn her into a resilient frontline capable of absorbing massive damage. Even without Aiden, though, the team maintains strong performance, trading some durability for a more aggressive tempo. Overall, this team performs exceptionally well on both offense and defense. It can handle nearly all types of enemy compositions but can still be countered by the Galahad-Lyria setup discussed earlier. Its adaptability, consistent healing, and damage potential make it one of the most complete and high-performing teams of 2025, a perfect blend of strength, flexibility, and endurance. The final team on this list was the undisputed favorite before Lyria arrived in the game, and even now, it remains one of the strongest and most recognizable formations in Hero Wars. The lineup consists of Dante with Cain, Nebula without a pet, Orion with Merlin, Augustus with Albus, and Dorian with Axel, while the team pet is Chorus. This team has stood the test of time. Even today, it can defeat around 90% of the existing team compositions, proving that its synergy and balance still hold incredible value. The only major weakness comes when facing Lyria-based teams. Once Dante falls in those battles, the rest of the formation collapses quickly, since much of its strength revolves around his presence and mobility. Still, what makes this lineup so remarkable is its flexibility. Over time, several variations have emerged, giving players room to experiment. One common option is replacing Dante with Aurora, She provides better defensive balance and can handle certain physical attackers more effectively. Another variation involves using Nebula in the tank position. This adjustment helps her activate her ultimate ability more often, amplifying the damage of Orion and Augustus even further. It's a smart approach for players who want to lean into the team's offensive potential without sacrificing too much survivability. While it doesn't perform well against the current Lyria meta, this formation continues to dominate in nearly every other matchup. Its core synergy, a mix of high magic burst from Orion and Augustus, combined with Dorian's sustain and Nebula's precision buffing, remains powerful in the right hands. This team is still one of the most commonly used formations across multiple modes: Grand Arena, Clash of Worlds, Guild Wars, Area of Conquest, and Arena Battles. Despite the rise of Lyria and the shifts in the meta, this classic composition refuses to fade. It's a testament to how well designed and balanced it is, a team that may have lost its crown, but not its relevance. And there you have it, Guardians, the most dominant and battle-proven teams in Hero Wars for 2025. From the newly emerging Cascade lineup to the powerful Lyria-based formations and the timeless Dante Orion classic, each of these teams offers its own strengths and playstyle. The first team with Cascade is still relatively new to the meta, which means there aren't many variations of it yet, but that's exactly what makes it exciting. It's fresh, unpredictable, and already showing incredible potential against top-tier defenses. As more players experiment with it, we'll likely see new setups evolve around Cascade's unique mechanics. Whether you prefer fast, high-damage battles or more balanced and tactical fights, these formations will keep you competitive across all modes. Now I want to hear from you, which of these teams has worked best for you so far? Or maybe you've discovered your own secret lineup that's outperforming the rest. Share your experience in the comments below, because your insights help the entire community adapt and grow stronger together. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the Olympus channel, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next meta update, team analysis, or event guide. Stay sharp, keep experimenting, and always fight with purpose, because in the Dominion, only the smartest teams rise to victory. Salute and friendship.